The Toyota RAV4 has always been the best-selling compact crossover in the US market as well as on a global scale. This model is extremely popular because it simply works and delivers the performance that customers need, and more importantly, it's extremely reliable. So if you need a reliable commuting vehicle, buying a RAV4 is practically a no-brainer decision. The current model is getting pretty dated and is due for a refresh that is expected to come for the 2025 model year, so stay with us while we cover all these new upgrades that will be introduced to the RAV4 and learn how the all-new 2025 Toyota RAV4 wows everybody. Platform and size. As we noted in the introduction, the Toyota RAV4 is getting dated. This is a model that was released in 2018, and we already saw one major refresh that was done to it before. So for 2025, it's expected that a completely new generation of the RAV4 will be introduced to the market. The current model is based on the TNGA platform, and this should stay the same as with the future model, but the new model will get an upgraded platform to accommodate the latest technologies available to the market. This means that the proportions of this model will slightly change compared to the current model. The new model is expected to be a bit bulkier and to have more presence compared to the current version. This will also make the new model a lot safer compared to the current RAV4 that is in production. Remember that these vehicles need to comply with the latest crash test requirements. So this will involve more weight and size to be added to the Toyota RAV4 compared to the current version of the model. But overall, the driving dynamics will stay the same with the new model, and the overall feel will be the good old Toyota RAV4. This will make a lot of current customers very happy because when they switch, there will be no learning curve, which is always a big bonus to have. After all, we talk about Toyota, a company that cares a lot about its customers and makes sure that they never disappoint. Powertrains. The vehicle powertrain is one of the most important areas where cars deliver. Without a proper powertrain, a vehicle might feel very sluggish and unresponsive, and you definitely don't want that to happen. When it comes to the RAV4, there should be a few novelties with this model. This model is expected to get the 2.4 turbo engine in the standard ICE version, so what does that mean? Well, this means a lot of power will be added to the RAV4. There will be two outputs with this engine. The base will be the low output, and the second version will be a high output that will be introduced in the top trim. Power numbers aren't clear yet. However, according to many industry insiders, for the regular version, we could expect about 250 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque, while the high output version is expected to produce 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. This is also a turbo engine, so tuning options are pretty much endless. Only with a simple tune, you'll be able to get up to 30 or 50 horsepower. This will make a day and night difference compared to a standard naturally aspirated engine. Not to mention that this 2.4 engine is a new design, and it is the current mainstream engine by Toyota. The second powertrain in the lineup is expected to be the good old 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine. This powertrain is very reliable and efficient, so this engine will target buyers who want a mild hybrid or a plug-in hybrid, meaning that the 2.5-liter will only come with a hybrid model. This will result in this engine producing more power because it'll be paired with an electric motor. But hybrids aren't about power, they're more about efficiency. So the incredible power efficiency of these hybrid models will stay, and they will deliver excellent MPGs as they're doing it right now. The transmission used in these models will be the same 8-speed automatic that Toyota is using right now. There will be no need for a major change in this department. Cargo capacity and towing. Towing and payload capacity are very important when it comes to having an SUV. Sport utility vehicles should perform in this area and deliver good numbers in order to be considered as a good option to buy. As we noted previously, the Toyota RAV4 is going to get a major redesign. This model will increase a bit in size, and it's expected that the cargo capacity will improve for the new model. Just for reference, with the new model, you get up to 37 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats and up to 69.8 cubic feet when you fold the rear seats. Since this new model will become a bit wider and will gain some size, it is expected that these numbers will grow up to 42 cubic feet with the rear seats up and up to 74 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. This will make it that this model will be as practical as the Subaru Forester, one of the most fierce competitors of the Toyota RAV4. Towing should also improve with this model, and it is expected that models that come with the hybrid versions will be rated at a maximum of 1,500 pounds, while models with a new 2.4 turbo will be rated up to 4,000 pounds. This will be a 600-pound improvement over the current model. This is a big pro considering the fact that the current model is not a very capable towing machine. Overall, we just can't wait for this model and what it'll bring in terms of practicality. Fuel economy. Fuel economy is an area where the Toyota RAV4 always outperformed all of its competition by a great margin. This model is basically the pinnacle when it comes to fuel efficiency, and things are expected to stay pretty much the same for the following model year, but with a slight twist. This new model will be a lot more aerodynamic. So what this means is that the newest version will get a very low drag coefficient. A low drag coefficient means a lot better fuel economy. Just for reference, the current Toyota RAV4 delivers excellent fuel economy. The standard model delivers 30 mpg combined, and the hybrid delivers up to 40 mpg combined. So with the newest model, they'll get the latest aero package. These numbers will increase by up to 5 mpg combined on average. In addition to this, with the latest plug-in hybrid model, you will get up to 60 miles in EV mode compared to the 48 miles of the current model. This is a 12-mile improvement, so it's very good since you'll be able to drive this model on EV mode alone when going on a short-distance drive. This will result in low cost of operation and also a low impact on the environment compared to the standard ICE version. Trim levels. Trim levels are also very important when it comes to shopping for a new model. The more trim levels, the more options you have when it comes to optioning your perfect Toyota RAV4. The offering for the RAV4 has always been one of the most diverse offerings. Just for reference, the current model comes with the LE, XLE, XLE Premium, Adventure, TRD Off-Road, and Limited. As you can see, there's an offering for everyone out there. But for the 2024 model, we could expect one new trim level. This new trim level will be about street performance. So, what does this mean? Well, this will mean that this model will implement some skinny tires and wide wheels, not to forget the performance-oriented suspension. The name isn't clear yet, but this model will be a real pocket rocket in terms of acceleration and performance, powered by a 2.4 turbo engine that creates massive horsepower and torque. Overall, we just can't wait for this model to get released. It'll definitely make a lot of people happy because the RAV4 will finally be available with a capable powertrain. Exterior and interior designs. Exterior and interior design are some of the most important factors that basically guarantee sales. A model should deliver a good design. The current Toyota RAV4 is looking pretty good, but is already getting very dated for modern standards. So Toyota will introduce a new model with a new exterior and interior design. This new model will have a ton more presence on the road compared to the current version. Nowadays, everyone is after that bulky look, and Toyota will bring this to the RAV4. There could even be a few flavors, just like with the new Land Cruiser, where you have the standard and then you have the 1958 version, a model that's retro-inspired. The interior will also get improvements, and we can see a whole new dash that is more rugged and performance-oriented. On top of that, you'll have plenty of technology with extremely large screens that'll take your breath away. Release date and price. The release date of this model is still unknown, but it is expected to come in the summer and the official release to be somewhere at the end of 2024. In terms of pricing, things are still unknown, but we could expect a similar starting price of $28,675, similar to the RAV4 we have now. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.